If you've chosen the manual method of installation, there are a number of files and services you would want to install to have a fully functional wiki. The first of our installation is downloading an antivirus. That applies basically to a Windows machine or a Linux machine, whatever you're using. We aren't going to debate if an antivirus is needed for a Linux machine or not. We are going to install it. The antivirus we've chosen is Xwiki, and it's an open source product. And to install it, we run these commands as shown here. Okay, the second product we're going to install is called Cockpit. Okay, the Cockpit basically lets you administer your servers such as checking disk space, CPU performance, that sort of thing, etc. via a web browser. So you don't have to manually log into any of these services and service via SSH or command line, etc. to actually check your servers. You can directly monitor everything from a browser. Again, it's a free tool, and to install this, you run these commands as shown here. The next step in our process is actually installing Xwiki. This starts by downloading the product into our Ubuntu machine and install it. Again, Xwiki is a free open source product, and it comes installed with SQL as its backend and also Tomcat as its application server. Okay. Next in the process is to actually enable firewall rules. For example, 8080 is the port ID by which Xwiki communicates. So you would want this port to be accessible from outside your virtual machine, say for example, wherever your home office or your home lab or your office, etc. And in order to access the service over port 8080, we need to make sure that service allows, the firewall rules allows that port to be accessible outside. So once the server is installed with Xwiki, we then need to reboot the server and proceed with the post-installation task, which is to change a number of configurations such as memory for Tomcat applications to work with Xwiki, as a standard memory is not sufficient for Xwiki's needs. And once this process is fully done, the next step is to install a product called OpenOffice. OpenOffice is again a free product. It's basically a replacement for Microsoft Office-based products, really. This service is basically what enables us to export and import Microsoft-based products such as Word, Office, Excel, so that sort of thing into Xwiki. So this would come handy when you wish to move stuff from your OneNote, for example, fully into Xwiki. All right, and there are a number of configurations as you see here that you need to do after this product is installed, such as removing LibreOffice. Basically, LibreOffice is basically came installed with your Ubuntu install when we download the product and install the graphical desktop. And then after that, you kind of need to edit a plenty of core wiki configuration to enable the OpenOffice to work with Xwiki. So that includes restarting services, that sort of thing, and it's a lot of work and labor. Okay, so far you've seen the manual method of actually doing this whole thing. So wouldn't it be nice if you could put this whole data into one big script and let that script take care of installing the whole thing, configuring all your services, opening up all your firewall ports, etc., while you sit and watch, and after 30 minutes you will have a fully functioning wiki server with a beautiful web interface for you. Should you wish to do the manual method, these documents are attached to the notes section. Please feel to go through it. It's all a cut and copy and paste as you see here, and it'll all function properly. Now we're going to take a look at the easiest and the coolest, the automated way to install this service.